Imagine this, you finally made a French-speaking friend and they're inviting you over for a cup of coffee. That's exciting, right? You want to show them how excited you are to accept their invitation, and a very simple oui, merci just doesn't cut it. But you also know that French people aren't exactly known for expressing their enthusiasm. Have you ever noticed that we don't smile as much as Americans or Canadians, for example? In today's lesson, I want to teach you how to express enthusiasm the French way, so you can respond in all these situations without appearing over-eager or suspicious. From a French point of view, Americans are really enthusiastic over anything. Oh my god, that's amazing, or look, that is so pretty, and often smiling all the time. I know, this is a stereotype and a generalization based on a few experiences. A lot of American tourists are stiff and sober, while a lot of French people are very, very positive all the time as well. But the point is, even if the stereotype of cheerful and enthusiastic Americans is true, it is nothing to be ashamed of. That's really, really great. I am not saying that they should change, not at all. On the contrary, today I want to give you several tools and ready-made sentences that you can use to express this positivity in French. Keeping in mind that I am only talking about broad stereotypes clashing with each other, I have a bit of a warning. French people can get suspicious about too much positivity. They will be afraid that it is fake and they wouldn't trust you or your judgment as much. Why? Well, because some studies do find that French people do tend to be less optimistic than other Western countries. My personal feeling is that French society rewards confrontation and debate more than empathy and agreement.
Bon, un petit coin, vous faites rigoler. 5000 pouces, ça va faire un joli petit coin, je préfère être franc.
5000 pouces? Non mais vous êtes dingue, on pourra même plus passer.
Oh ben, je vous réserve une petite allée pour circuler, on n'est pas des bêtes.
Maybe because in French society, conflict is expected and welcomed, whereas in the US, it feels more aggressive. Sarah Schulman describes something like this in Conflict is Not Abuse. The last reason is more important to you, is that in French society, relationships often take more time to build. By that, I mean that you don't become un ami, which is a friend, in just one day. And that's why too much enthusiasm can feel suspicious, because it feels like you're jumping over the time that it really takes to open up to someone else. You often can't fast-track friendships in France, and that means also that friendships can be deeper and stronger. That's part of a French culture faux pas that I mentioned in a previous lesson. But you know, what if you feel really great about something, or if an opportunity really excites you? Should you just shut up and be cold and change your personality? No! And you don't have to settle for a very simple and formal oui either. For instance, if you are impressed by something like a beautiful building or a breathtaking landscape or a mind-blowing dish at a restaurant, you can say something like incroyable, incredible, incroyable, incroyable, or fantastique, fantastique, fantastique. You can also say magnifique, 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 magnifique. And for the greatest thing or the most amazing show, you will hear a French person utter their highest praise with pas mal, not bad.
Pas mal, non, c'est français. Pas mal, non, c'est français.
For everyday enthusiasm, like hearing a piece of good news, for example, you can also use the common oh, super, wonderful, oh, super, or c'est génial, c'est génial, c'est génial. You can also say simply top, nice, top. The slang about expressing enthusiasm changes quickly and expressions can very easily be outdated, but among the people that I know and hear around me, I hear a word a lot which is stylé for stylish, stylé, but I would say that's more for younger people, even younger than me, stylé. And something that is very, 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 very common among most people is trop bien, trop bien. Here, trop means too much, but it is used as très, which means very. Très means very. If you say je suis très contente, I am very happy, je suis très contente, that's good, but it carries less weight than if you say je suis trop contente. I am too happy, I am so happy. Je suis trop contente. If you want to go into more formal French, you can also read je suis si contente or je suis tellement contente. Je suis très contente or je suis tellement contente. I am so happy as well, but this is a bit more formal.
Je suis tellement contente.
For example, if someone just gave you a gift, of course you can show how happy you are, but you can also thank them for the gift. You can say, oh, merci, oh, thank you, and you put this like tone of voice, oh, merci, oh, merci. You can also say, oh, c'est trop gentil, oh, c'est trop gentil, oh, that's so nice. You can also be a bit more informal and say something like, oh, c'est super sympa, oh, that's really nice, oh, c'est super sympa, c'est super sympa. Sympa is a word that is short for sympathique. Sympathique, that means friendly or likable. Sympathique, but we say sympa.
C'est magnifique être sympathique.
Colloquial French also resorts to using English to show enthusiasm. I guess it feels more natural than in French. Anyway, it's not rare in French to hear yeah or the ubiquitous cool, cool with the French accent, cool.
Merci, c'est cool.
Ok, cool.
Tu m'avais pas dit ça, c'est cool. Ok, cool.
On the other side of the spectrum, you also have longer French words that are more common in books and not really used by themselves in real spoken French, such as merveilleux, merveilleux for wonderful, extraordinaire, extraordinaire, that's pretty easy to guess, extraordinaire, sublime as well with the U sound, sublime, sublime. We also have splendide, splendide.
Splendid!
But maybe you want to give your congratulations to someone else. Then it is félicitations for congratulations, and félicitation has a silent S at the end. Félicitations. Félicitations. You can also say bravo, that's simple, bravo. And you can also reuse something we saw just before. Je suis trop contente pour toi. I am so happy for you. Je suis trop contente pour toi. Je suis trop contente pour toi. I made a whole lesson about congratulating someone. You will find the link to it at the end of today's video. You will also find it in the blog post for today's lesson. Did you know it? On my website, you can find a fully written document for today's lesson. You can download the PDF for free, and there are even extra resources and tips. Finally, one situation where you might want to express your cheerful agreement is when a French friend suggests a good idea or a good plan. You can say, c'est une super idée, that's a great idea. C'est une super idée. C'est une super idée. I do la liaison between c'est and une. C'est une super idée. You can also say just bonne idée, great idea. Bonne idée. If you're ready for this, you can add a bit more grammar. You can say something like ce serait génial. It would be great. Ce serait génial. It would be great. Ce serait génial. You can say ce serait trop bien. Or ce serait fantastique. And more and more and more. Here, ce serait is called le conditionnel. Le conditionnel. I might talk about this conjugation a bit more in the future. I can't wait. In French, we also say j'ai hâte for I can't wait, j'ai hâte, or in a sentence, j'ai hâte de te voir, I can't wait to see you. J'ai hâte de te voir, j'ai hâte de te voir. So let's take a real situation. If someone suggests that they could pass by your house for dinner, you can answer if you want, j'adorerais ça, ce serait génial si tu venais dîner à la maison, j'ai hâte que tu viennes. I would love that. That would be great if you came to dine at my house. I can't wait for you to come by. Okay? That's a long answer. J'adorerais ça. Ce serait génial si tu venais dîner à la maison. J'ai hâte que tu viennes. In this longer answer, we're getting deeper into grammar. J'adorerais ça and ce serait génial are in the conditional. I would love that and that would be great. After si, that means if in English, si in French, we often have l'imparfait. L'imparfait, just like here and just like you have in English as well. So we have si tu venais, if you came. Si tu venais. And here it is not about the past, it is about the potential future situation. Finally, we have j'ai hâte que tu viennes. I can't wait for you to come by. J'ai hâte que tu viennes. Here it is showing you that if the subject of avoir hâte, which is je, we say j'ai hâte, is not the same as the subject of the rest of the sentence, here we have then tu for tu viennes. If there are two different subjects in the sentence, then we use le subjonctif. It is a dreaded conjugation, I know, but you need it in cases like this. This is why you will find a review of le subjonctif in today's playlist right here, as well as a guide to congratulating in French. And longer explanations about why you shouldn't use mon ami on its own in French, even though French people in American movies use it all the time. But for now, je suis trop contente pour toi. Félicitations, you are on your way to become more confident in French, and this is amazing. Click right here on your screen to access the next lesson right here, and I will see you there. Allez, salut!